This that 80-20 rule, this that 80-20 rule, law of vital view, 100% true Pareto efficiency. This that 80-20 rule, this that 80-20 rule, this that 80-20 rule. 80% of the facts come from 20% of the causes. 80% of the sales come from 20% of the clients. We caught a buzz and there's a reason that we made it happen. And it's happening the reason for the season, that's Pareto. It's not cause for a celebration, we are just responsible for the world around you. It's applicable in many ways. 20% of the people do 80% of the work, and 20% of the people have 80% of the word. It's 20-80 rule, either way we're working on it. Energy can be created, but it can't ever be destroyed. Here's a testament, it's coming to fruition through this music that we're bringing to you. Either way, it's 100% true. This that 80-20 rule, this that 80-20 rule, law of vital view, it's 100% true. Pareto efficiency, this that 80-20 rule, this that 80-20 rule, this that 80-20 rule. Good things come to those who go and get it. Utilize your knowledge for your resources. If you want it, work for it. Create a buzz, thrive off the negative, and get the fuck up, admitting we wouldn't be shit without those around us, past and present. Thankful for those who were down. The reason that we're coming in full surround sound to our fans now. Don't have time for those of you who are not now. This that 80-20 rule, this that 80-20 rule, law of vital view, it's 100% true. Pareto efficiency, this that 80-20 rule, this that 80-20 rule, this that 80-20 rule. While we're grinding and you're slipping, remember when you were in school and the project was done and turned in? It was spectacular beyond your wildest imagination, or lack thereof, the only grade A you received. That's for sure. He felt hands off, light bulb on the overhead projector, hands off, mind full of clouds, eyes closed. For you, it's mind comp, wasn't shining through. Life is easy, right? 80-20 rule, 20% wasn't you, 80% wasn't neither, 100% why you feel like a failure. In the law of vital few, and them it's not you, it's the law of vital few. Now that you're listening and things are setting in, let me continue with the rest of the classroom. Set us in session, you're a student, stupid. And we're bringing vital hits in rapid succession like repercussions, ramifications shooting through, vis-a-vis attached bracket for intelligence. You couldn't hold a candle to the triple C, a quarter 2/8, 1/4. You're a simple fraction and the reason I record. This that 80-20 rule, this that 80-20 rule, law of vital view, it's 100% true. Pareto efficiency, this that 80-20 rule, this that 80-20 rule, this that 80-20 rule. I'll continue, I'll do me, 100%, and you do you, times are divided by 0. It won't even register with you, that's that quote. The numbers aren't staying, let me spell it out for you. Win, you lose, victor goes to spoil. It's evident to the fans, evident in all aggression, shaking hands of P or events of promotion. And with the reason that the waves are in the ocean, the sound is in your eardrum, the reason that your chick's out of your thinking buying her drinks, and the reason hers is mixed stiff or and yours is mixed sweet. We got fans in the stands and mics in our hands. We don't need you 100% of the time. You can share our posts in the videos, 2 likes. We have 200,000 shares on 1,000,000 views. That's that 80-20 rule, that's 100%. 100% not you, through and through our 100%. We already knew it's a matter of the 20% that we'll do, the 80% that want to. 100%, that's a clean cut rule, that's a clean cut rule.
You ever wonder what it's like to live in the jungle? Lion, tigers, and bears, snakes, and scorpions. Can you take this shit serious? Serious as it is. When it's fuck, how you feel? Better get it how you live. When killers retaliate every enemy possible, surviving lives on a hard pill to swallow. God bless the child that can hold his own. That means taking care of your family till your kids are grown. If loyalty is royalty, some of us broke as fuck. Blood thicker than water, but still, who can you trust? They say that you to blame, ran your name in the mud. You a soldier, you was trained, you was ready for war. The president smoking, fucking bitches in the White House, stomping in the Air Force Ones until the lights out. King of high yourself, say you dangerous and woke. They know we greedy for these beats, so they say we creep slow.
Whoa, it's the new sleep. Shallow is the new deep. Cheeks every news week. Silence is the new speech. Cool like a fan, but on the other hand, I'm a nympho. So I like to fuck what they saying. Fuck an ab and a pan. They both kicking the can. Two homeless motherfuckers that ain't took back they land. Ain't no need to take a seat. Want you to overly stand. Listen up and pour a cup. Why I rock like a band. Fuck a cheap in a trap. I like feeling the vibe. Man, tucking all that pride and see it's just a divide. But you fuck with white girls and you push genocide. And Jennifer, the only one you call for a ride. I was fucking with that shit, but now my feelings have died. And all my women spoil like my package expired. My discernment like a tooth with the feeling inside. Cause I'm here to tell the truth. Fuck what you feeling inside, nigga.
This that prolific, spiritual individual. Grab your bitches, they follow him everywhere he go. My aura code, the shit I'm kicking like Sub-Zero. Most niggas playing it simple, we keep shit popping like teenage pimples. Y'all niggas lack credentials, overlapping. Most you niggas with meditation, elevation, fundamentals. It's official, like a ref with a whistle. I won't pick up my dribble, she look me in the eyes. Open up the eyes to say, play monkey in the middle. The woman's my favorite riddle. High charisma in my temple, she get real experimental. With her mouth on my pillow, guess my lap is her pillow. She have fun giving me brain, that's real fundamentals. Give me some, get you one. I'm a chosen one to overcome any spiritual war. I know I already won, plus my high vibration surpassing all you bums, nigga.
In relationships, it's an 80-20 rule. 80% of what you love about that person, and then 20% is what you hate. But that 20% is nothing you can change. You either accept it or you don't. We're all humans and no one is perfect. So I know whoever come across my life, they're not gonna make me happy all the time. It's gonna be that 20% of things they do that I don't like. But it's just up to me whether I want to deal with it or not.
We be on mute, y'all.
That is so sad.
It is so sad.
It's okay.
Kelly's already here. Y'all seen her come in. What I was saying is that welcome everybody. If it was on mute or not, we don't know. Hey, but I know it's off mute now. So anyway, welcome everybody to episode 20 of the Ships. Okay, episode 2. It's been an honor since we have took this from Blended Healing's platform. So we are keeping it going, Blended, and I hope we're making you proud. Yes. Okay?
We're making you proud.
We was on vacation, had great birthday shenanigans. I'm still in Sagittarius mode. Got another week, but we're going to go ahead and get into these ships, y'all.
We're getting into it, y'all.
So let me go ahead. And Kelly, I want to ask you. Mm-hmm. Are you familiar with the 80-20 rule?
You mean 80 in my pocket and 20 No.
Hey, that makes 100. If I got 20 and you got 80,
it's 100.
Right. So are you familiar with the 80-20? They say the rule or the principle. Are you familiar with that?
I've heard of it, but I'm not too familiar with it.
Okay. So I've heard of it as well. And I'm going to put this disclaimer out. I didn't know this when I was dating and married. I didn't know nothing about no 80-20 rule, especially because we came from a religious background. Yeah. So I think that matters as well. And it was...
Don't even go there. Well, we're going to figure out what the 80-20 rule is.
It was different than 80-20. So The first time I think I heard it was on a Tyler Perry movie.
Okay.
And the Tyler Perry, Why Did We Get Married, the first one. And he was breaking it down to the dude. It was like the 80-20 rule. So we're going to go ahead and go into this 80-20 principle thing, which I'm biased about it. So we're just going to go into.
Okay.
So the title of today's show is the 80-20 principle focuses on actions that deepens intimacy, builds trust, and strengthens understanding.
Let's go.
So let's go into it. I'll go ahead and let you start it off, Kim.
Okay, y'all. So the 80-20 principle, also known as the Pareto Principle, is a concept that highlights an unequal distribution of outcomes in various aspects of life. Now, according to this principle, roughly 80% of the results stem from 20% of the causes. Okay.
Proceed, please.
Well, while this idea is often applied to economics, business productivity, it also holds significant relevance in relationships as well. So, by understanding and implementing the 80-20 principle in romantic partnerships, in your friendships, and family dynamics, individuals can foster a healthy, more fulfilling connection.
Right. Come more this way. It looks like you were a little cut off. I just want to make sure they see that beautiful face. So, what you think about this?
Well, I think the thing is that it's saying that 80% you get the results. 80% of what you're doing, you're getting the results. 20% is the cause. So you can't be so focused on the cause more than the outcome. So the outcome's the 80. What's triggering it could be that little 20%. So
yeah, so definitely that's what I took from that. We both took from that 20% is the cause and the rest is what we could say the effect, maybe.
Yeah.
And I could see in the business mind.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Like I can apply this to business all day. So, and I think that's where I would take that back, where I did hear it before when it was talking about business. I never heard it in a relationship part.
Okay.
So, okay, let's go ahead and go on and get more information about this 80-20. So, understanding the 80-20 principle in relationships. Okay. In relationships, the 80-20 principle suggests that 80% of the positive outcomes or satisfaction you experience come from 20% of your partner's actions, qualities, or shared experiences. Okay. Similarly, 80% of conflicts or dissatisfaction may result from just 20% of recurring issues or misunderstandings. I'm sorry.
Whoa, wow. Yeah. I'm gonna hold what I gotta say.
Yes, the realization helps to reframe our perspective, encouraging us to focus on the aspects of relationships that truly matter. For example,
Okay, I'm here.
in a romantic relationship, you may find that 80% of your joy comes from specific moments, perhaps shared laughter, meaningful conversation, or acts of thoughtfulness. Conversely, 80% of arguments or unhappiness might stem from a smaller number of unresolved issues, such as communication gaps, bad habits, or differing priorities. By recognizing this imbalance, couples can take intentional steps to focus on the areas that bring the most value while addressing and accepting the most impactful sources of strain. Okay, let's talk about it. So, okay, I like the way it broke down. What you got to say? Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's just one of those things where I think sometimes we get so focused on the little things. And I don't need, this is in any relationship that is talking about. That's why I really like it, because when you notice, it does, it's not a lot of big problems usually within relationships that happen. It could just be a communication breakdown. It could be because you forgot something. It could be a whole myriad of things, but it's a small amount. But you'll stay mad
and make it at
and make
80%.
it and make that 80% like, oh, and be 80% for days.
Right. That.
So
yeah,
hey, I could say that I've done that before.
Me too. I have too. I have done that before, and like it says that most of 80% of arguments or unhappiness might stem from the smaller number of unresolved issues. You missing communication, bad habits,
and put the top back on the toothpaste.
The toilet seat down.
Put the toilet seat down.
You know what, the toilet seat thing, I just learned to look now. All that back in the day.
Man, hold on. I know. Back in the day, like as a mom of like several kids, like you don't know how many times I fell in the toilet.
At night, girl, yeah, man.
Cause you just be ready to go.
I'm just telling you, especially at night when you're just trying to go pee, girl. I'd be so mad to have to hop in the shower. Anyway, but our different priorities. I think if people have different priorities, that can definitely affect it.
I can see that.
So I can see by recognizing how the imbalance is that this could be an 80-20. I like how they said that we concentrate only on the 20, and it could turn to 80%. So I like that. Okay, it's breaking it down for us, y'all. It's breaking it down. Let's go ahead and talk about the benefits, 8 benefits, of applying the 80-20 principle in the relationship. Y'all like that? We are by the moon because it is the full moon. Must be a full moon tonight. Hey, sing that Brandy song. Okay. Anyway, back to the subject. I just said because it looks so pretty.
It does.
Okay, so let's go with number 1. I guess we could do 4 and 4. How about we do it?
We can do 4 and 4.
Okay, go ahead.
So now, number 1, focus on what matters. Because some things don't really matter. Like seriously, you didn't turn the toilet paper around. I don't really think that matters as long as there's toilet paper.
Right, that part. Be without toilet paper. Right. Okay.
But the 80-20, the number 1 is focus on what matters. The 80-20 principle allows individuals to identify, nurture the core elements of their relationship that brings joy, connection, and fulfillment. So instead of trying to achieve perfection, which we don't really like that word, anyhow, your partner or partners can recognize quality time, effective communication, and acts of love that contribute to most of the relationship's well-being.
Yeah. So we're gonna focus on what matters. Focusing what matters the most. And that's important in any relationship. I think of course we're talking about a romantic one, but you can apply this to any friendship. What do I value in this friendship? What matters the most to me in this friendship? So definitely see that.
So, and then we'll go to the second one, which is conflict resolution. So we know how to start conflict. Do we know how to resolve it? Do we know how to efficiently have conflict resolution? Like honestly. So understanding that most issues stem from reoccurring themes empowers couples to target the root cause of their disagreements. So by addressing these key issues, couples can reduce stress, improve harmony without feeling overwhelmed. Okay, so the conflict resolution really just, you want efficient conflict resolution. You really want to understand where the issue is coming from. I think I mentioned this one time where it's not you against your partner, it's you and your partner against the issue.
Let's go.
I think that's included in that 80-20 rule, because sometimes we get so caught up in what's going on that we're not looking at it's not our partner. What's going on right here in between? Like what's the root cause to what's going on? And then it's saying just understand that. So when you have a misunderstanding, like why are people uncomfortable to talk about it? I mean, it happens and I get it, but it's just start by addressing what the root cause is. That's going to be your main key to starting to resolve some of the issues that you may have. And it says do it so you don't feel overwhelmed.
That part.
Address it. I need to say address it again because address it.
Even in your friendships, you don't want to. It says, look, couples or people can reduce stress and improve harmony without feeling overwhelmed. I don't like feeling overwhelmed.
Me either. And
I don't like it at all.
Man. So the third action is we're gonna appreciate the little things.
Okay.
Appreciation of the little things. Okay. I love that you hear me. I really do. Yes, and next to you, I So the third principle is just highlighting the importance of the small but meaningful gestures. A thoughtful text, an unexpected hug, or a shared inside joke, which we be having a lot of. Like y'all know, we it can have a disproportionate positive impact. Did I say that right? Yeah. Impact on the connection between two people.
Yeah, you said that right. Appreciating the little things. I appreciate little things.
People
yeah, a lot of people think we're bougie, and to certain things because we like nice things. Yes, we would be bougie, but we like little things,
just the little gestures.
Because you thought about it.
You can handwrite a card.
Man, sing me a song, a rap, a verse. What? Hey,
go to the Dollar Tree and get a rose.
Man,
a card.
I'm just saying, a card. Those little things, to me,
leave some Forever Rocher.
Appreciate the little. I know, and that's us. There's a lot of women that be like, no, I need the finer things in life, and that's okay because there's a man out there that's gonna give you the finer things in life. But I know Kelly, we appreciate the small things. So, and even if you do like, we do like nice things. Don't get it twisted. We do like those things too. But I think showing even your friend or your companion, how you thought about me, like
that's why I'm saying appreciate the little things, right? Because literally, it's the little things. Like you could just be working and somebody come and bring you a flower, or you could be working and somebody. Saya does it to us almost every day, and so does Lonnie. They'll go to work, bring us back. We'll be talking like, man, what we gonna fix for dinner? Here come Lonnie in with the fries. We like, oh shoot, you thought about us.
Right.
Come Saya in with the Starbucks.
Right.
Like
she'd be like, I'm cooking tonight. We'd be like, yeah,
man.
Yeah,
so like, and it feels good just to have some things that even may be spontaneous where you don't even know, and it just pops up just right there. So appreciate the little things because that matters too. Sometimes people don't have to give a lot. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sometimes people don't have like I can remember times where. Like, and this is why I love appreciate the little things. You know, Lonnie and them always decorate for my birthday, for Mother's Day, all of those. And what they would do is they would just stick them up all around the house. They tie some little string and have them hanging from the ceiling. And I'd wake up in the morning like, oh my gosh, they have their little videos on their phone, streaming to the TV, playing a little video they didn't set up on their phone. I'm like, wait a minute, how y'all know how to do all this? They ain't had no money. They couldn't get no gifts, and not that gifts matter to me when it comes to my children.
Right.
But the fact that they were thoughtful, they literally sat down together, came up with a plan, they executed it, and I was like, I woke up so happy, like, oh my gosh, they really did it.
I remember when I was married, when we first got married, and it was our first year anniversary. You know, when you get married, finances, you know, we had our own apartment and stuff, and then I had getting ready to have a baby. So I had came in from work, and then he had the lights off. I'm like walking in there like, and then on the ground, he had took some Black Eyed Peas and put "I love you" and put in, and he had like a vase It was a little vase and had one rose and had the rose petals around. I was like, oh my God, I have a picture of it.
Shout out to you for doing that. That's so cute. I would have and they black eyed peas. So like
Yes.
they like the little eyes.
Yes,
That's tight. That is okay. Okay. That's okay. Yeah.
So it was so cute. So something as simple as that, you know. So let's go on because we could talk about the little things for a long.
Mm-hmm.
Letting go of perfectionism is still on you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Letting go of perfectionism. Are y'all gonna do it? Because many individuals enter relationships with unrealistic expectations. Y'all want me to say that in y'all ear again? Many individuals enter relationships with unrealistic expectations, hoping that their partner will meet all their needs. The 80-20 principle reminds us that no relationship is perfect, and it encourages us to focus on positive instead of dwelling on the 20% that may be lacking. And you can help your partner out by communicating too, like honestly, like you never know what you could get. Once you have that initial conversation, once you're in a relationship and you notice things ain't what you want them or perceive them to be, you can have that conversation, right?
Right. You definitely can have that conversation. I love how it said that. Um, I I just think in society, and I'm gonna speak to the women, we be having some unrealistic expectations. So these men are intimidated by many women, even a woman that's simple as moi. No, be intimidated because they're thinking that we need so much because society has put out there. My man got to make and no, okay, so women, I'm not bashing you. I'm just saying you make sure this is my rule. Whatever you're expecting that man to do, make sure you could do it for yourself. Let's just sum it up like that.
That's all I gotta say.
Sum it up right there. Okay. So let's go on to number 5. Enhance personal growth. By recognizing that the 20% of our behavior may cause 80% of relational tension, individuals are encouraged to take accountability and work on improving themselves. I love it. This not only strengthens the relationship, but fosters individual growth. Come on, somebody. We've been saying this. We have been saying this. You gotta love yourself, boo.
That's the only way it works.
You got to love yourself
first.
That's the only. It's gonna strengthen your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had played that Will Smith clip, I think the week before last.
Mm-hmm.
I am not in control of your happiness, Kelly.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm happy already.
Exactly.
Because I'm happy. No.
Yeah. And we need to take accountability and work on the things that need to be worked on. I think people always think that when you're if I bring something to you that I say, oh, I noticed that, Kelly, once you try this, I offer because that's what we do. A lot of people automatically go on defense.
Yeah.
It's not, I wouldn't even be telling you if I didn't love you.
Man.
How about that part? I would not even be talking to you if I didn't love you. I wouldn't even express that you need to do this or that. And if I didn't love you. But then it takes accountability. Okay, I did do this and I can work on this.
Absolutely.
And you find that happiness in yourself. Work on your personal growth. Okay.
We do it all the time because I'm a firecracker. She be having to say, calm down, killer. Because sometimes my first response is like, hey. And then I have to remind myself, okay, let me kind of take a back seat. You know what I mean? But it's just those things where you can look at yourself first. Like, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people have a problem with being corrected. And, over this past week, too, as well as the week started, there was a conversation that was had. I'm not going to say about who with who, but where you're telling some business to somebody you shouldn't even be telling to because you wanted it to get here. But this person is supposed to be in therapy. They ain't in therapy if they having conversation, because I know the therapist didn't tell them to have that conversation with the person that they had it with. But the hardest part that I've seen through my therapy, is that, number one, acknowledge where you had your fault and handle yourself. Don't have to explain anything. Just work on yourself. Working on yourself shows. That's what people fail to realize, is that when you start working on yourself, sometimes people don't see it in the beginning, right? Like right up front.
But acting funny.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm getting triggered. Anyway, let's go.
No trigger.
No triggers.
No, but the thing is that as you start to work on yourself, people start to know the positive change in you. And when they see that positivity, they're like, oh, wait a minute. I think I like this. Oh, you really are working on yourself? Plus, I can gel with somebody that I can see that knows how to take accountability, because I'm one of them people. I'm straight like, dang, I did mess up. I am one of them people that can admit my wrongdoings or whatever. And I'm like, dang, I did mess up. Let me come back over here and redo it, or try, you know what I mean? Or I'll even ask for the help. Hey, how can I do this better? If I see a person like that, I can rock with you all day long, because I know that you're striving to be your best self. But those people that stay on that, man, what? Or get an attitude because you try to say, hey, I'm sorry, but this is not what I like or what I accept.
Right.
And they get an attitude with you and be like, treat you like dirt because you just said, hey, well, I'm just trying to see if we can adjust some things here. So, yeah.
So I thought there was 8. So that was probably just a typo, y'all. I'm sorry. So there's actually 5. So I know we have some other things that I'll go into. So it was just 5 of those things. So let's just go real quick over the 5. It was focus on what matters most, efficient conflict resolution, appreciation of the little things, letting go of perfectionism, ain't nobody perfect, and enhance personal growth. So now we're going to go into the challenges. We're going to talk about the challenges of the 80-20 principle in relationships. So I'll go ahead and continue. While the 80-20 principle can provide clarity, it can also lead to misunderstanding if misapplied. For example, individuals may interpret the ideal as an excuse to neglect the smaller details of a relationship, ignoring the 20% entirely, especially if it involves critical issues like trust or respect, can lead to unresolved conflicts. They may damage the partnership over time. It is essential to strike a balance, appreciating the 80% that brings joy while addressing the 20% that can cause harm. Another challenge is complacency. Partners who focus only on the 20% that works well may stop investing effort into the growth and new experiences. Relationships thrive when both individuals continue to nurture and evolve the bond, even after identifying their key strengths. Ooh, that was a lot right there.
That was a whole lot right there.
Okay, so what you get out of that? I mean,
well, I can say that maybe I need to communicate a little better.
mm.
But then I struggle with the fact that,
Go ahead.
are you trying to make me communicate? There's a difference between you trying to force somebody to say something versus somebody just saying, okay, this is it.
So break that down. What do you? How?
So just like in the situation that I was just talking about, like I think I was very clear on expectations, on how I felt. I said how I felt. I gave direct, information so that they could take it back. But the way that it came back is like somebody was still dwelling on that 20% and didn't look at the whole 80%, because if they looked at the 80%, they would have known that, oh, I got to take accountability for what happened and just let it go, and probably send a text that was like, you know what, I miss you.
Facts. Okay. I can see that. I can see that. And it says that we focus so much. You can either this is where it says it needs a balance because you can focus too much on the 80% and forget about the 20, or you can focus on the 20% and and work on the 80. So I can see how it definitely needs to be a balance because you want it to be 100%. That's what the goal is. I mean, if we're doing it in percentages as far as the relationship.
Yeah.
So, like we said, that was the challenges that are facing that.
And then when I'm saying that I could have communicated better, and then like I said, I struggle with that because I think that I was clear in the beginning. However, I do want to one of them things where I did kind of go back and forth, but after I assessed the situation, I really think that it was a dog whistle. You know what I mean? So even though I felt like, okay, maybe my communication could be better, like I said, I made after we ended where we ended, I said what I said. I made sure I clearly communicated, and we on a break. And I don't know whenever that's gonna be where I'm not gonna be wanting to be on a break. So I think I communicated it clearly, but it was a dog whistle to get me back out to communicate when you could have just texted me and said what you had to say.
Yeah. And not use somebody else.
Yeah.
I understand that. Well, you know how we do it at the Love Palace? We're about 5 more steps. Applying the 80-20 principle, practical 5 steps to consider. And I guess I'll do these because Kelly, I'll let her say them and I'll read them. How about that?
Go right on ahead.
What's
So
number-
identifying the key contributors to joy.
You bring me. I don't know why that came. Okay. So you're going to reflect on the moments, actions, and qualities that bring you the most happiness in your relationship. Communicate these observations to your partner and find ways to create more of these moments together. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. I like it. Yes, reflect on the good times.
Yep.
I love having good, precious moments with people.
We do it all the time.
Yes,
we talk about it.
I love it. I live it. I love having great moments with people. So focus on that. And I've even done this in friendships. Like that's where I started getting let's be in the moment from. Because in friendships, you could be thinking about, oh, you did this and that. And that. When I see you, I don't want to rekindle something that was bad.
Yeah.
Let's live in this moment and enjoy the moment and the moments that we're having to create nice, more beautiful happiness.
Yeah, no, I get it. So the next one is going to be tackling and addressing core issues.
Okay. Pinpoint the primary source of conflict or dissatisfaction and tackle them directly. Open, honest communication can help uncover the underlying causes of recurring problems. Okay, we got to talk about this because open, honest communication. People think that when you're let me.
Musa, huh?
Yeah.
We got the moon behind us, so it's bringing that positive and peaceful energy.
Okay. If you're trying to have a successful relationship or any ship, if you're not being honest when you're communicating, it's not going to work because you're not being truthful.
Yeah.
So you can communicate all you want, but if it's not open, honest, and true, it's not going to work. And then you're sitting here wondering, well, I told them or I said this. What were you really honest about it, or were you true about the situation or things that have occurred?
What were you really saying?
Exactly.
Really, that's what that makes me think about. What were you really trying to say? Because if you're not honest, it's like, okay, and that's one thing that, oh my goodness, I can't stand that either when I think about it. Because when you're not honest, how do I ever know when you're telling the truth?
Exactly.
How you want me to trust that you're gonna do something, or trust that you're gonna be there, or trust that you're gonna follow through? But if you're not honest, where does that you already started off on
still have the same issues.
Yep.
Because you're thinking you're resolving the issues by communicating. So even like if there's a situation where you're trying to find out pieces of the story and you want to know and like let's address this issue, let's talk about it, and you decide not to be honest or don't tell a significant part of the story with the open communication, you're gonna still have the problem because it's still gonna feel weird. There's something that's gonna be like, I don't feel right.
Yep. Yep.
So be honest. Like when it's time to have those tough conversations, and I've had to do this tough, tough conversations,
Yeah.
but we were open and honest. And after that, it was easy peasy because you told me what you did, I told you what I did. We took accountability and we was real with each other,
Yep.
and it made it so easy to address the issue.
Yep. I agree with you. So you got to address the underlying issues right as they happen, which I mean, that's how you stop it. But people be in their feelings most of the time. This is the part that before we move on is the part that we really need to recognize. Just because somebody tells you something about yourself, don't mean you gotta just take it personal. It's time for you to reevaluate because you gotta understand. Sometimes us looking at ourselves, sometimes I met people that don't even think they wrong.
Yeah, me too.
Say whatever they gotta say and be so rude, and you be like,
Yeah, okay.
okay.
Did you hear what you just said?
Yeah. And they be like, I don't care, or they're just like, ain't nothing wrong with what I said. But the thing about it is that sometimes if you literally, and this is another way that I know that people are working on themselves too, or if you could correct somebody and they don't get in their feelings or try to take it out on you, I know that you are working toward growth.
Yes.
If I tell somebody, hey, I had an issue with this. This is how it made me feel, or this is an issue that came up, and I want to talk about it. Can we talk about it? And the person gets defensive, I'm automatically gonna shut you off.
Right.
And I'll do it so cold it ain't even gonna be funny. Like, because I think as grown people at this time in our life, everybody's working on themselves. Everybody's got things going on. But I think that when you are trying to be a better person, you would take the time. You know what I mean? Because you got to take the time with yourself to learn yourself.
Right.
You know? So I think that you would take the time to want to hear your friend out or hear your partner out,
Yeah, I think it has to do a lot to do with accountability too, as we mentioned before.
Yeah.
Be accountable for the things that you've done or the things that you may have caused, and say, hey, and then be genuine when you do apologize for that.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I
we're
like
going to
that.
move on to our next point. And the next point is we are practicing gratitude.
Gratitude. Regularly express appreciation for the positive your partner brings to your life. Focusing on the good shift on the good. Focusing on the good can shift your mindset and create a stronger emotional connection. Let me read that again. Focusing on the good can shift your mindset and create a stronger emotional connection. I think what I've learned to do is tell people, oh, I appreciate that. Or I appreciate that you talked to me.
Yep.
Or I appreciate that you said that. Or I appreciate that you helped me. Like I find that very, very effectively. I've been implementing that.
Yep.
New. That's a new thing. Like, because using these tools, y'all, we be using these tools every. Y'all have no idea. We have had opportunities to actually use some of these things that we have brought to you, and it worked. And we talk about it afterward. I'm like, did you see how that worked? Did you see that reaction? So I'm just saying, just try it. Just try it.
It never hurts to try something. Stop being stuck in your ways. Be grateful you woke up next to your partner, or being able to call your friend or text your friend. Be grateful you even got a phone to text.
Man,
in these days and times, you know what I mean? It's just fun. The thing is that I think journaling helps in this part too, where you can find little things to be grateful for, if it, whether it's with your partner or your friends. Write down things that you are grateful for in these people, and then once you get probably to the end of the week or something like that, tell that person like, you know what, and this is just a suggestion I'm giving. We do it every day, so like I don't think that I have to write it down, but I'm just saying if you're just learning some of this stuff, get a journal out and start writing what you're grateful for, so that you can remember, and then watch that person's face when you tell them, you know what, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for you being here. I'm grateful for you choosing me. I'm grateful that I chose you. I'm grateful that we're able to take this journey together. Like there's so many things that, that in these days and times you can be grateful for just about anything. So,
all right, let's move right along.
So what we talking about? Prioritizing your time and your
She said,
energy.
on that, y'all. Relationships require effort, but not all efforts yield equal results.
Mhm.
Focus on actions that deepen intimacy, build trust, and strengthen understanding. Ooh.
Say, ooh.
Relationships require effort.
Uh-huh.
I have to repeat it.
Uh-huh.
But not all efforts yield equal results.
Mhm.
Focus on actions that deepen intimacy, build trust, and strengthen understanding. Prioritize your time and energy.
Man, because I'm not arguing with nobody.
Man,
I'm saying
ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Hey, ain't nobody. She was so serious
Yep.
when no ain't nobody got
That's the
time
part
for
we should have had on here. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got. But no, you do really got, like, at this point, I don't want to argue with nobody.
me either.
I'm so over arguing. I'm
Okay.
so over trying to make somebody see my point. Like, and it ain't
Mhm.
even about, people nowadays get mad at, well, it's the principle. I'm going to be like, yep, it's the principle, and I'm going to move on
The
as
80-20 principle.
gracefully. Yep. I'm going to move on as gracefully as I can, or I'm going to try to rectify it as gracefully as I can. I don't want to be upset talking to people. I don't want to be mad now. Don't get me wrong. There's times where you do have moments
Oh yeah,
where
absolutely.
you may be coming in hot, and in those times, it's like, okay, now that I know what I know, it's like, okay, take time, take me a couple of breaths. And y'all need to understand that taking breaths when you are upset helps. I don't know
Absolutely.
why people think that it's a game when you tell them,
It
hey,
does.
take a few moments. When you literally say, you know what, I know I'm in a moment, I'm heated, let me take these few breaths,
Mhm.
it literally calms you down.
Facts.
Once you're in a calm state, you can think clearly. And I think that's prioritizing your time and energy just right there, just taking breaths. Hey, before I do this, even when you about to get intimate, you getting ready, like,
I can't take breaths before intimacy.
yeah, because then you give you like, okay, I'm ready.
You ready,
I'm
baby?
ready.
I'm ready too. Oh yeah,
I'm just saying
okay.
it.
Hey,
Create
it does say it deepen intimacy and builds trust.
Yeah.
And you okay? So you own it. You own
Yeah.
it.
That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. Yeah. Prioritize your time and energy.
Yes, prioritize it, please.
Let's do the final. Oh, look it! I didn't went all the way up. Boom. Sorry, y'all. Go ahead.
Now, this is a big one, I think. Accept imperfection.
No relationship will ever meet all your needs
Stop.
100%
Say that again.
of the time. Rewind. No relationship will ever meet all your needs 100% of the time. Embrace the beauty of imperfection and recognize that the majority of your joy comes from small, significant portions of shared experience. Y'all like how I said that? Y'all like that?
This is a good one. Your
That's
birthday, we had this. The kids
Man,
was there.
I'm trying to tell you.
We had food.
We had
We
a
had
wonderful,
we was
wonderful time.
partying. Y'all came
Man,
through and partied with us. We was up.
exactly.
Y'all know how late we was up because
Here
of,
on the East Coast.
man,
Did you know how time it was?
we was up late messing with y'all, but we
Yes,
loved it. We
we had a
loved
good
it.
time.
It was so nice, and we were in the moment.
Mhm.
We took time to just be in the moment and just sharing in that space. We always have
Exactly.
fun, but recognizing that, shoot, we here. It's
Mhm.
your birthday. We can do
Right.
this.
Exactly. Recognizing that people there's no such thing as perfection, people. Let's just keep it a buck, as Linda Hill would say. Let's just keep it a buck. There's no such thing as perfection here today on this earthly realm.
That's right.
So there's things that you will tolerate and won't tolerate, but still ain't no perfection. You feel me?
Mhm.
So you need to Kelly, you, we need to realize that no one's going to be 100%.
Yep.
But you know what? If you put in your effort and I put in my effort, to me, that's going to be 100.
We both have effort. You bring your effort, I bring my effort. We both gonna have effort.
Man, I'm just saying, whatever you can bring it. Now, come on, if you got stuff to work on, I need you to work on that. And if
Yep.
I need stuff to work on, I definitely need to work on that.
Absolutely.
Especially if I want to have that friendship or that companion, romantic ship. We are going to work on it because we feel that it's worth it.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that is worth it. And then accepting imperfection, you get to know a person when you in that phase of knowing that they're not perfect. Because here's the thing, I think like in the first beginnings of being a friend or meeting somebody, we show up like we got to be all put together. Don't want to show. I wish people would really just show up as they are. Like, so you can
I
see
love a person that
what you
shows
do.
up as they
Man,
are.
I do too. So you could decide right then and there.
Because
Don't
they help me to
scream.
just be like, I'm good
Yep,
too.
yep. Don't string me along acting
Right.
like you perfect
Mhm.
and you out here doing other stuff, or you got me in some stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that. So I'm like, I love people that show up raw. I'm raw. What y'all see is what y'all get. If I'm just being real. So show up as you are. Like, and if a person, you're not for everybody. I think I said this before. We
Yes.
are not for everybody,
You're not.
and it is okay. We understand that. So if a person says, you know what, I understand how you live your life, but that's not the life I want to live. I'm okay with that, and I'm about to come back over here like party. And whoever gonna come back on, who gonna come and meet me? You know what I mean? But no, and then it's just y'all could share. It's the little bitty experiences. Once you start working on yourself and you see a person growing, man.
When you see, yes, that's a beautiful man. When I see a person growing and like you're like, wow, they listen. Like they took not even listen, they took what you had to give to them and they was like, let me go ahead and see if this works. Let me see if this and it makes you feel so good, warm and fuzzy inside.
No, for real, it really does. It does.
And you see them growing. Like I love to see people grow to their higher self.
Mm-hmm.
I love to see that, and it's just like I said, it's just a short little thing you could say, I did this today, or I'm working on this today, and okay, we do that too. Nana, the little one here, knows that she'll do.
Oh, today was good.
Today was good, but yeah, if y'all know me, you know how I am with my questions. So that's another story. But I asked her a question in a way to make her feel comfortable, and she was just all blah, 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 blah after that. But she told us what was happening. You know what I'm saying? And then the fact that she did work on some things made it great. So let's go ahead.
So we can kind of recap on what we just had
and
everything.
5.
Yeah.
Okay,
so that we know, y'all got to understand is identifying the key contributors to joy. The second one's addressing the core issues. 3 is practicing gratitude. 4 is prioritizing your time and energy. And the 5th one was just accepting imperfection.
Come back in. There you go. I think we probably both were cut off for a little while. Hold on. Pause for the cause. We have taken care of the fur baby to see what was going on.
Who let the dogs out? I'm telling you.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead and wrap it up for us, Kelly.
All right. So to conclude, the 80-20 principle offers a valuable lens through which we can evaluate and improve our relationships. By identifying the elements that bring the most fulfillment and addressing the root cause of conflict, individuals can invest their time and energy more effectively. Relationships are not about achieving perfection, but they are about creating meaningful connections that prioritize what truly matters when approached with intention. So the 80-20 principle can lead to a healthier, more balanced, and deeply satisfying partnership.
Yeah. I like the point where it said relationships are not about achieving perfection,
Mhm.
but about creating meaningful connections that prioritize what truly matters. The dog got me all discombobulated.
It was like, who would?
Yeah. So relationships are not about achieving perfection, but about creating meaningful connections that prioritize what truly matters. So
Mhm.
I like this information on the 80-20
Yeah, because
principle.
now I'm gonna be focused on that, focusing on just how to keep the relationship good by communicating. If
Mhm.
there's a problem, say something right then and there.
Mhm.
Make sure that if I'm focusing on the 80%, it's the 80% of the good things, the time spent, quality time, us talking, laughing,
Mhm.
sharing memories, and then leaving that 20% because we said there's imperfect. We're not perfect, so I
Right.
would think that 20% is the stuff that's not that we know is imperfect. You may have some flaws. I may have some flaws. I need to put my stuff up. You know what I mean? I need to put things up around the
Right,
house.
right. My eyes was looking sleepy, y'all. I'm not sleepy though. The moon is here. Anyway, yeah.
Oh,
So we are coming to the end of this portion of the ship. Y'all already know what it is. We will be coming right back here in 15 minutes
let's
to do
go.
Q&A. I want to hear what y'all think about the 80-20 and your thoughts on it. This is, like I said, I really wasn't in tune with it. I didn't really know. I just heard it and then I looked it up. But now I got a little bit more insight. So I want to get your thoughts on it because the way I feel about friendships and relationships, if you're giving 100 and I'm giving 100, because I don't even like that song, 50-50 love.
Okay, hold on. Before we leave, so tell me why I told somebody they said this thing is 50-50, and I was like, no, it's 100 and 100 because I
Yes.
believe in 100
I,
100.
that's what I'm
Why?
trying to say.
Because if you fall short, I'm still going to be at 100 to help you out. And likewise, we'll never be under 100. If we do 50-50 and I go down, you're going to be messed up.
Give your best.
So
give your
y'all all-
100.
Give it.
Give it.
I say 100. But
I
hey,
say
y'all,
100.
y'all do whatever y'all feel.
I want
That's
you to
up to
give
y'all,
your
but
all, your 100,
I'm
and I'm
gonna
gonna
give
give
my
all.
all.
I'm gonna give my 100. That make 200. No.
So we'll never be under 100
We'll
ever.
never go under 100, baby. You at 80, I'm at 180 right now.
Yeah, let's
We
go.
at 80, we at 160.
Right. I'm with that.
Yeah, I'm with that too. So, once again, we're gonna close this out. Come back, Craig. No, come back to the Q&A.
Come on.
To the Q&A.
I'm hypnotizing y'all.
Here
Come back.
at the Love Palace. You
Baby,
see how
come back.
I gotta do the Love Palace on y'all like that. But yeah, we want to hear your thoughts. Come join the panel. Let's talk about it. Let's give them something to talk about on these YouTube streets
Let's go, y'all.
besides all the fuckery. Okay.
Let's go, y'all. This 80-20.
So let me go ahead. I do have a clip that I'm gonna share with you guys. So let me go ahead and set that up. And let's go ahead and listen to this real quick.
Let's talk a little bit about the 80-20 rule when it comes to unmet needs, since that's our topic for today. So many of you have probably heard about the 80-20 rule, right? Where 80% of the relationship can be fantastic and wonderful, and 20% not so good, not so wonderful, not so exciting. And at times that 20% can feel like 100% of the relationship. And we'll make decisions based on that 20% instead of really looking at the 80%. And a lot of that is about being dissatisfied, right? Because we'll stay in a situation when we're dissatisfied because there's certain dynamics that we are comfortable with in our relationship and certain things that we don't like about our relationship. And it does require conversations and openness and vulnerability when we are having discussions with our partner about these unmet needs. And again, unmet needs can look different for a lot of people. So if your partner comes to you and they want to have conversations about what might be happening, don't minimize what they're saying. Don't dismiss what they may be communicating to you. Listen to them. Even if it seems minor to you, it matters to your partner. 80-20. Don't underestimate the power of that 20% when we're talking about unmet needs.
All right, y'all. Let me get this off here. Once again, come back. You know, this show is always sponsored by the network Further Media. I'm going to go ahead and close it out. I don't know what song yet. I'm about to find a song for y'all, but you'll hear it. Come back 15 minutes so we can chop it up and talk.
Let's talk, yeah.
About the 80-20 and your thoughts on it, okay?
All right.
All right, y'all. Peace and love. We're going to take you out with one of our favorites. Okay, one of our favorites. And I hope you enjoy it as well.
Come on back now.
Ain't there something I can give you in exchange for everything you give to me? Read my mind, you make me feel just fine. When I think my peace of mind is out of reach, the scales are sometimes unbalanced, and you bear the weight of all that has to be. I hope you see that you can lean on me, and together we can calm the stormy seas. When love's so strong and so unselfishly, and I tell you now that I made a vow, I'm giving you the best that I've got, baby. Yes, I tell you now that I made a vow, I'm giving you the best that I've got, honey. Everybody's got opinions about the way they think our story's gonna end. Some folks feel it's just a superficial thrill. Everybody's gonna have to think again. Sweet love so strong and so unselfishly, they don't bother me, so I'm gonna keep on giving you the best that I've got, baby. They don't bother me, said I'm gonna keep on giving you the best that I've got. Listen, baby, somebody understands me. Somebody gave his hand to me. I stumbled my whole life long, always on my own. Now I'm home, and my weary mind is rested, and I feel as if my home is in your arms. My fears are all gone, I like the sound of your song, and I think I wanna sing it forever. When love is so strong and so unselfishly, and I made a vow, so I tell you now, I'm giving you the best that I've got. Listen, baby, I bet everything on my wedding ring. I'm giving it to you, baby.